Alright, so for today's challenge, we're going to go out to Google Chrome. I like using Google Chrome. I think it's easier to copy things out of. And I'm going to look for a logo. I don't want to do something complicated like Converse. I want to do something simple. I'm going to do, let's see. I'm just going to pick Nike logo. Something solid like this, okay? And I'm looking for one that has a white background if possible. If it has the squares in the back, the checkerboard pattern, you'll have to download that instead of copy it. So I'm going to right click and copy image, and I'm going to go to Illustrator. I'm going to create a new document, and I don't see it right handy, so I'm going to go web large, 150, click create. Then I'm going to paste it in. So there's my Nike logo. It's huge. I'm just going to zoom out on it a little bit. To zoom out, I use the magnifying glass here and I hold down Option, and it lets me zoom out. If I let go of Option, I can zoom back in, but I'm going to go back out. I'm just going to first resize it a little bit, but remember you have to hold the Shift key down. So about that size, put it right in the middle, and then I'm going to do image trace. I'm going to do black and white logo this time. It'll give me the black and white. It's a big image, so it's warning me that it's going to take a little bit. It took a second, not very long, but you'll see it still has the white background. So I'm going to expand and then ungroup. Then I'm going to click on the white area and delete it, and you'll, let me ungroup one more time. Sometimes you have to ungroup it several times. Click on the white, delete it, and there should be one more area, this area right here. Next thing I'm going to do is group it back together. And I'm going to move it down. Okay, so I'm going to make a copy of this just in case I need to do it again. So I'm going to move it over here. It doesn't need to be on the artboard, but I'm going to do Command 0 to get back to my regular screen. So I'm full screen. All right, next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw some lines through it. So you go to the line tool and you're just going to take and draw a line right through it. You just click and drag with the line tool. Now right now it doesn't have any thickness, so I'm going to give it a little bit of thickness so you can see it. And the next line I draw should have that thickness now. So now I'm going to draw the next line kind of through here like this. Okay, so now I'm going to change it into 3 colors, but I have to break it up first. So what I'm going to do is highlight all of it. And then I'm going to go to this tool over here, which is called the Shape Builder. And if I have everything selected, I'll be fine. As I roll over things, you'll see them change color, which I don't. So I got to make sure I have everything selected. I'm going to go to that tool, and then as I roll over this, you see how it changes colors. I'm just going to go ahead and click on these. That gave me all of those, and now I have all these broken up, but I'm also going to click on this down here. Okay, so now that should be enough. So I'm going to click off of it after I get this, so I get the selection tool. And now I'm going to just highlight the top of these right here, and I'm just going to change them to be a fill color for now, like a blue. Now one thing I probably forgot to do is ungroup it, or click off of it. Let me see if I've got it now. So I'm going to ungroup it. Yep, now I have the ability to go different colors, and I'm going to go to a darker blue. You can see I missed some over here, so I have to select those. By holding the Shift key, I can get more than one. Then I'm going to use the eyedropper because I don't remember exactly what color I used. So I'm just going to eyedrop this. And then I want this bottom one to be kind of a different color of blue. So I'm going to go to a dark blue like that, sort of purpley, but that's all right. Now, I'm going to delete these lines out, and instead of me going and finding all these lines, I'm going to go to Select, Same Appearance. And it'll actually find all the lines that are just like that, and I can click Delete. Okay, that'll get rid of everything. Now, I'm going to also add just a little spacer in here. I'm going to grab the bottom piece and just scooch it down a little bit. And then I'm going to take this top piece and I'm going to scooch it up a little bit. If I had counted, that would be better. Exactly what it is. Now I'm going to group it back together. I just want to see that you've cut it. Then you got to put your name on it. Kyle Smith. And then I'm going to hold the Shift key down and make it bigger. Oop, kind of moved across, that's all right. Now Command 0 to get back to the middle. Okay, And I'd like you to kind of find a place to put your name that makes sense. So I'm going to just put here. And I'm going to use a blocky text, sort of like Nike's, but not exactly, sorry. And then I'm just going to try to line it up as best I can with something on the page. Every time I'm doing something, I'm trying to find a way to line it up, and it's not perfectly lined up here, but I could get a little bit more accurate if I created outlines. And then I just kind of adjust it, and now I see the line a little bit more clear. It's a little closer, not where I want it, but close enough. All right, so then I'm going to also take this and turn it to be maybe a gray, something like that. Okay, so this is what I want you to come out with, but you can use any logo that is solid like this. The thing you don't want to do is go get too complicated. So like, just for example, if you do Converse or Adidas is too easy. Converse and logo. This one wouldn't be bad. You could definitely do this one, but this one right here, it'd be harder to do because once you cut it up, it's gonna have all these little tiny pieces. So try to get something more simple, okay, when you get it. I'm gonna look here and see if I can find one. Okay, so this one has a checkerboard background. So for this one, I would save image as. I'm just gonna go ahead and save it under downloads because I'm not gonna use it again. And save. And then I'm gonna go over to Illustrator, and to pull this in, I go File, Place, File, Place, there it is. And I look for the Converse logo, it's right here, and I click Place. And then it follows me around, if you can see, and I'm just gonna click and drag wherever I wanna put it, and there it is, okay? And once you get it there, you should be able to go over and do an image trace, just like we did on the other one. And I would do black and white logo, okay? And then expand, and then ungroup, and then click off of it. And now I have the different pieces, and I'd probably, on this one, I'd cut the star and the Converse in half and cut the words in half. Like, make sure you get 2 cuts at least, okay? So that's the project for today. The challenge on the Adobe Illustrator challenge is to take a logo down and convert it. Then you're going to turn it in. To turn it in, I go File, Export. Maybe I missed it. Let me try again. File, Export, Export As. There it is. And you're going to save it in your folder under Documents. I call mine Challenges, and I have Illustrator. And then I save it as Logo Cut. .png, export. Yes, I want it to be transparent. I click OK. Now mine will be weird because I have the Converse up here too, so I probably would have wanted to delete that before I did the export. And once you turn that in, that'll be the grade for the Adobe Illustrator Challenge 3.